Hey, baby. How'd you sneak on here? And yes, I do believe you are first. We're going to pop out the chit chat. What's up, Chris Galata? Yeah, I was watching their stream and waiting for them to end before I went live. Chris Freeze, let me send you the link to StreamYard. I was just going through your Twitter page, looking for things of yours to show off. Have you not posted any pictures of Oath publicly? No, I didn't share it. Wait, yeah, I trimmed. I didn't shave. You know me, I don't shave. What's up, Lightspeed, Minnesota Maker, Techie Dad, Michael Fox, Robert Valine. You know I don't shave. I hate shaving. Hey, no problem, Chris. I'm still trolling your page to get more images to show off. Because y'all know me, I'm always totally prepared for everything. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Justin? Did you ever actually print your ant? I don't see any prints of your ant. And just see the model. I am printing maker coins for Earth. Let's see. I don't think I ever saw you do a print of your nine-tailed wolf either. I'm still showing it off. And I'm going to... Hey, Viking. I'm just replying back to your message. What's up, Michael Cassell? Oh, you got the claw finished? Sweet. Wait. Why'd your files disappear, Chris? Where is your latest Oath model? That'll work. There we go. Is my phone not plugged in? Why is it shutting off? Oh my goodness. Hey, what's up, Carl? No problem, Brandon. I'm just gonna sit here and eat this brownie until Chris Freeze decides to pop on. Hey, Sean Butler. I should have cooked it a little less time. Why do I suck? I don't have any ice cream. I made these special just for you, Carl. Because I knew you wanted them. I should have melted some peanut butter on top of them. Gosh darn it, why didn't I think of that? Oh, I'm drooling. Excuse me, sorry about that. Pro. So for those who don't know, oh my god, 25 hours into a 26-hour print. Oh no, not the Y layer shift. How far, Sean? Sorry, Carl. I'll bring you some brownies to Earth. Maybe I can get Rosa to cook them for you. Wait, a 2-inch Y shift? Dude, pause the print, break that stuff off, and then just reprint the last little bit. The last hour. Yeah, you can do that too. For Carl, babe. I don't know him. I don't know if you saw my tweets, but this one here, a centimeter before it finished, it jammed. And I just went through the G code. Shut up, Carl. But I went through the G code. I lowered the nozzle down to see where the height was, and then I went into the G code to find where that height was, and then I cut all the G code out prior to it and restarted it from, well, I canceled the print and then started the print, and it started at that height. Oh, you're 19 hours into the reprint already? Well, never mind. Oh, you're using that SparkSoft still too, huh?
Yeah. Was the only choice, either that or buy a webcam.
Yeah, I hear you. So anyways, everybody, this is Chris Freeze
Was
from
everybody?
Inspire 3D.
I gotta pull up the chat. Hold on a second.
And you should be able to see chat in StreamYard.
No, it's not showing.
No?
Either that or nobody's talked since I've got in here.
Oh, no, I think it just shows the private chat. They need to, I don't know. Things are weird. Let's see. You got any new people in? 3D printer noob. What's up? Um. So yeah, Chris Freeze from Inspire 3D. He designs models and is way too obsessed with taking photos, but
Yeah, I haven't actually taken photos in a while, but I do need to do some photos. And I can't find your stream. That's because I'm not signed in.
baby, you better make me something first.
All right, so how's everybody doing?
So I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name's Chris Freeze, or Inspire 3D on the Twitter. There's really not much else to say. I started 3D printing a year and a half ago. Started modeling around exactly the same time, maybe actually a little bit before, because I wanted to make a custom controller and I needed to design and 3D print a part to do that.
What were you working on?
It was back when the PlayStation, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have been fairly new, maybe a couple years old, but I was trying to design a custom controller and I needed to interface with the electronics of it, but it was a plastic membrane. So I was trying to skip the plastic membrane so I could wire directly to that by using a little square that would basically interface where the plastic membrane would have been with bare wires. So
All
sorry for
right.
the. Go ahead.
Before you start sharing your screen, I'm going to let's see. Can I make me bigger? There we go. I'm going to show off. Holy cow, that sun's being stupid. I'm going to show off some of your models. Now, this is your Harley Quinn that you're working on, right?
Yeah, she's on pause, but yeah,
Why is she on pause?
and that's the old version. Um,
Oh, yeah, that was a smile one.
yeah, no, just to finish up Oath. So I've been kind of dragging that thing along for a while now. So I want to go ahead and finish that up before I go back to Harley.
And then we've got the Joker.
Yes. Can I just? Yeah, that was finished up, what,
Yeah, I
3 or 4 weeks
printed one
ago?
of those. I printed a really, really big one, but it's out in my car. Let's see. The creepy snail.
Yeah, the fail stale. Trying my hand at D&D stuff, but that guy can't be printed really any smaller than what I uploaded him, so
Why is that? Because of the tubes on the antenna?
yeah, they just wouldn't even, they won't show up if you print them at a D&D scale, so I still haven't actually uploaded that model yet.
I have no idea who this is, but she's cute.
Hold up. Miss Otterton from Zootopia. And she's actually sitting back there. Also a model that has disappeared, so I can't upload that one.
No way. Why are they disappearing?
They were on my laptop, which is what I started doing ZBrush on, and then I had to. Well, I went ahead and upgraded my computer so I could bring ZBrush back to something a little bit more powerful. And I gave that laptop to my wife, and then came back to it to try to get my models off of it. I don't know, a month later, and they're all gone.
So she deleted your models?
Well, no, but they're gone. That's all I really can say about it. But including that thing, which I really wanted to finish, I was having fit issues. A uh, little Easter thing. That one didn't go over so well, but I thought it was cool.
It was cute though, and it opened, right?
Yeah, it held stuff. And the braided egg.
That one I really like the detail of.
Yeah,
Let's see. This one as well. It's super
yeah.
cool.
And that was probably my first popular model.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not popular paid model, I should say.
Gotcha.
The the Jack Skeleton pumpkin we did last year for your box was by far my most popular
Yeah,
model.
I still love that one. And this one you lost files for too, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that one's gone.
Gosh darn it. I know you were working on that one for a long time.
Yeah, and he was about at the posing stage too.
And then this is your Oath. It's probably not the latest one, but
Yeah,
it's the one
that's
I
not
saw.
latest. That was what I submitted for the draw over. So he took it, drew over basically everything that I have wrong, and now I'm going back to fix all the little things.
Gotcha.
And I think Ashcan actually posted that a couple days ago to show his draw over.
Oh, was that the latest one? Let me see.
No, it's the same one. It's just got his marks on top of it.
Did he post it under Ashcan or Nate?
I believe under Nate. How do I keep this stuff up?
Yeah, the last one I see him posted was when he did a shout out to you, I think the 21st.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the last one I see. Where he drew over your thing?
Yeah, there should be like yellow lines as if he just drew right on top of the model.
Oh, I was wondering what he was doing with that.
Yeah. And I've fixed a lot since, but I haven't posted anything about it.
Gotcha, gotcha. It's looking good though. I mean, it doesn't look like he's got that much more to do.
Yeah, he's
It's just
coming
little
pretty far
little
along.
tweaking.
Yeah, I gotta translate his hair and then I guess that would be like a fur scarf, whatever you want to call that thing, from his 3D drawing into or his drawing into 3D, which is becoming a little difficult.
No, baby, I did not post I was live. My bad. Hang on. Let me do that. Tweet. It has been tweeted. So, hey, Kip. See anybody else join in that I haven't seen? Nope, nope. So, what are you? I see you're sharing screen down here.
Yeah, this is just a blank uh, ZBrush project, and we had talked in the chat about making the little Precious Moments alien figure.
Oh yeah, those are awesome. I think I showed you guys. Let me pull them up real quick.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get the.
Boop. So, which one are you gonna work on?
I was thinking about the one that says "You complete me,"
Gotcha.
so it'd be that guy right there. Which I should have taken this into Photoshop and clipped him out before the stream, but
Yeah, I'm never prepared either. Don't worry. Hey, Paul Cumber. Yes, this is why you're my assistant, babe. Keep me in line.
if I do any of that stuff, it's just
And for those watching, I am not sponsored by V8, but these things are really good. And this is Orange Pineapple. V8, if you're listening, you're more than welcome to contact me and sponsor me, but they're amazing. I've had like 5 of them today before, well, 5 of them in like the last 2 hours before I discovered that they have a lot of caffeine in them, so I'm probably not going to sleep tonight.
yeah, I had to get some coffee before the stream. That was the delay.
Yeah, it says it has the same amount of caffeine as a leading energy drink, but slightly less than a brewed cup of coffee.
What do I want to do? Sorry, I haven't ZBrush in a few days, so I'm tripping over my controls right now.
Yeah, I still haven't been able to have the time to get into ZBrush.
Yeah, it's gonna take some dedication just to get past the little learning curve that happens. But you know,
Yeah, I've been watching you because we have our group chat on Twitter,
yeah,
and you have come a long way in a short amount of time, in my opinion.
yeah. Like I said, once you get past the little hurdle and something's got messed up already, it it becomes fairly easy to do things. Like it's not like CAD where everything's a process and you gotta really know or attack it from a certain or have a plan when you start to make something and like
Right.
we do in CAD. Like here I can sit here and just push things around or be free flowing about everything and not really be constrained, which is nice. And I am slower than most people, so like I said, this will probably not get finished today.
Yeah, I know. When Chaos Cortec used to stream his designing, it was never really a quick process.
Yeah, but he's still faster than me. No, I mean he does he's very good and he doesn't need reference a lot of the times on a lot of the stuff he does. And uh he's still very fast. Uh I would think that he's probably as quick as some of the guys that do it for a living. So At least from what I've seen in his streams.
You actually have to. Are they still Chaos Cortec or are they CCT designs now?
I don't know if they changed it.
How long have you been doing design now?
I would say about 2 years. This is long, about just as long as I've been 3D printing, so that's really what got me into design, even though I tried it several years ago when I worked for a prop making company. I was just doing painting then, but it really got me into the whole CNC and 3D modeling and stuff like that. And then I tried everything but at the time it was so, like, YouTube wasn't what it is. It was real hard to find things. I did actually download ZBrush way back then, and I couldn't even find anything to get me started. So I gave up on it like almost immediately. So it's a lot better now than it was 10 or 12, 15 years ago, especially as getting started.
See,
There's a lot of resources.
that would have been the perfect time for you to learn it, and you put out your own tutorials.
Yeah.
You could have been huge by now.
Yeah, 12 or 15 years ago, I could have really, it would have been a whole lot different.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. If I could redo, me and a group of buddies back in late '90s, early 2000s, we thought up Facebook and we thought up YouTube, and we just talked and never did. And then next thing you know, Facebook and YouTube are coming out. Same concepts that we had discussed.
Yeah. It's hard to know, what's going to take off or like when I was originally messing with it, I never, or trying to get into it, I never thought it would be what it is today. You know. This is probably not going to look great. I'll probably spend time off the stream just polishing everything.
No, that's good. I mean, and Rose is going to eat. Just telling her, drive safe. Now, are you just duplicating things as you go and
Uh,
then using some kind of mirror?
yeah, well, it's in symmetry right now. You can see there's two little red dots. It might be hard to see on that, but so symmetry is activated, and you can pull off or just basically duplicate a part on the fly, and then reshape it if you want.
Yeah, I liked this one because it reminds me of back in the February box. On the back of it, I had the xenomorphs busting out of people's chests.
Yeah. So actually, the block out might go kind of quick, even though I don't think I have anything right. We'll just see.
Where you're kind of working off of just a one-sided drawing. It's not like you have a side and front to look at, or side and back.
Yeah. Shoot. But a lot of the, like I said, a lot of the guys that I watch, like Shane Olison, they suggest only having like this one view, and they insist also that it's part of the modeler's job to figure out like the in between.
Right.
So it's very rare that I even find anything that I get good three, like a three view on it. Um, and actually, Miss Otterton was one of the rare ones that I had a multiple view and they were actually all lined up like they're supposed to. And I did not realize I lost my legs or my feet. Let's pull them out again.
I like watching this process because it's gonna help me when I get started on this.
Yeah. And
Now these are all just basic shapes that you're kind of pushing and pulling into the general shape. Do you connect them all together before you start doing the more detail, or?
yeah, so you'll burn it all down into one piece or a couple pieces, and then go into more fine detail. But this guy's so little detail that he'll probably stay pretty low. If you hit like the dynamic button there, it'll smooth everything out. And this is actually false. It's just kind of like a preview of what it's gonna look like when it's all smoothed out.
Gotcha.
See there, brings back and you can see the rough mesh, but the low poly mesh. Anyway, and for some reason, I like to look at it in the polyframe view instead of all gray and everything. I think, yeah, it's gonna look horrible. I might actually do that again.
Looks
Yeah, it
like he
just
just
popped out of his
pulled the
butt.
shape out of his butt.
And I don't know why it's even doing that. Hold up. There you go. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just gonna go through and get it real kind of rough blocked out. Of course, my proportions will probably be,
That's okay. They're precious moments. They don't have too great of a proportions, anyways.
yeah. Actually, I got one in the the bedroom that I meant to bring in with me because they're all the same
Yeah, pretty
character, really.
much.
I don't even think they really have elbows or knee joints or anything like that.
Did you start designing in any other program besides ZBrush?
Just Fusion, ZBrush, and Fusion 360.
Have you tried Blender at all?
I have tried Blender, and I hated it. Um, but the new Blender 2.8 is actually looking really good, and I just have not got around to trying to figure it out
Yeah,
or even download it yet.
that's what David Shorey was telling me. He said 2.8 has been a really great upgrade for 3D printing people. Hey, Mike Arsenal, welcome, welcome. And if anybody in chat has any questions for Chris, feel free to ask away. I know some of y'all are probably double watching other streams. I think Tom Sandlander, I always botch his name up. He was doing a live build of a mostly printed CNC earlier.
Yeah, well, actually, it's over, but
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah, I missed the notification on that. I would have watched a little bit. But
Did you ever get yours done?
no, it's still sitting in parts, both versions. The I also built what he calls the lowrider, which is a full sheet machine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say built, I bought all the parts and printed everything, but have not assembled it. All I'm missing the metal rails and space, because I'm out of space in my garage. So until I do that, it's not going to get finished.
Yeah, I just had to reorganize my living room today. I put up pretty much a more organized assembly line for the UFOs.
And how did that go?
I think it's gonna work out. I just need to get this gosh darn spooler finished. Which, from the looks of it, my new sensor holder is done printing.
Yeah. I'm really gonna have to do this opposite to get what I wanted.
Wait, what did you just do there? It looks like you deleted everything.
No, I wanted this piece so I could highlight it, but it would not select it.
Oh, gotcha.
So basically I hit everything else just to get that one piece. Another thing that with these things, they may not print all that well. I mean, it'll print fine, but it'll take support for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely because of the arms. You might be able to do the xenomorph in a certain angle,
Yeah.
but the arms definitely would need support.
Yeah, the arms are gonna need support.
Maybe the head because it's just so big compared
Yeah.
to the body.
Which I was thinking I probably would have done the last one, the you give the best hugs. Which seems like it would probably take less support. But, you know. This doesn't look anything like the character.
It looks like a sock monkey right now.
We could also do a sock monkey. Uh, then, you just spend time pushing and pulling things around until you get something that looks sort of correct, but let's see if I can merge similar groups. There we go. Well, that's not what I wanted. I have to go back to this. So I'll just split these odds off real quick. And then we'll make his hands another one. And his arms another one. Oops. Oh well. I'll do. I guess this is one. So is your free trial up on ZBrush yet?
Probably. But I haven't had time because, last month the UFOs got kind of crazy. I didn't get them out until the 12th, I think. No.
Yeah.
What was the date? I think it was around the 12th. And so I immediately had to start building this thing and doing orders and everything for this month's UFO. Now I used blue. Wait, why isn't this? Houston, we have a problem. Oh, lost power. Need better fitting clips for those. But I used that blue Loctite on here. I'm hoping this doesn't strip again. Ooh, yeah. Let's raise this up though. I want more. I am so happy with this right now.
The rail core? Or
No, this counter.
How did the Magnum work out?
It's working out really good. I did a stringing test yesterday for the very first print, and it had 0 strings. I'm gonna make me big just for
yeah, go ahead.
A second. I'm gonna reset this. Oh shoot, I did not mean to. I had to remember to do that. But I don't know if you guys can see. Turn this a little bit. But actually let me. So right there, I'm adding Bowden connectors. I'm going to cut those down a little bit, but that's basically where they're going to come in from the spools. and go into the Bowden tubes and then go up to the sample size spools. But what I'm really excited about is this counter is working now. Boom.
That's pretty cool. It seems like it spins pretty fast.
Yeah, doing that from that small, or using that large sprocket into the small sprocket, I was kind of scared that it would go too fast.
Hmm.
But adding this speed dial to it to where I can control the speed was awesome as well. It
I'm
really
checking
cranked.
that
I'm definitely not going to be able to spool that fast. I'll probably
out.
pull the gosh darn spools off of, but I think I need to tighten this up a little bit because I think it wobbles a little too much. I might tighten the chain up a little bit. But above all, I think
Oh, you know
we're
what?
in business. Yeah, one more part to print.
I was wondering why my smooth wasn't working.
One more part to print, and then I think I will be good to go to start making samples tomorrow.
This is looking terrible.
Whew. What did I do with my light remote? Gosh darn it. I always lose that thing.
Should be. I might have to go get that character because I think I'm doing this all wrong.
Let me make you and you back on. There we go. Now are you just smoothing the mouth into the head now?
Uh, sort of. This was supposed to be kind of like the cheeky
Right,
area.
right.
And for some reason, I'm just jacking everything all up. Just go back a few steps. Oops. Okay. Let's try a little bit of a different approach. I think. See, on this photo, it's got those eyeballs like in the middle of his ears. Which I don't necessarily think that's right either, but it would have been cool to see they actually do these. They do a lot of other ones, but I guess they can't do aliens for some reason.
Well, they'd probably need licensing. They wouldn't want to pay the licensing for the aliens.
Yeah.
Or you never know. It could have just been, not really presented to them. May have just been somebody drawing stuff up and posting it.
Yeah, the possibility, but
Because just because somebody from Reddit says their brother worked there and drew those up.
a shame that I mean these wouldn't have been able to be sellable anyway, but I would like to at least contact the artist before I post them up online for people
Right.
to download if I get it to that point. That seems to be another trend with my models. Like I never release them. I've got Joker who never went up. I just released them like underground, and that's the only way you can get it right now.
Well, I thought you were gonna release it like a week after the
Y-
secret share.
Yeah, but I got busy.
All
God, this guy's looking horrible. Hold on, give me just a second. Let me go get that figure.
right. Yeah. So I sent RC the step file for this hub that I created, and I think it's gonna work okay for now. Just to get samples out this month. But definitely gonna need the aluminum hub and then start using your motors that you sent Lightspeed. I'm gonna put you up completely for a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
Oops.
Think this one's a little weird because his eyes are at the top of his ears and they're teardrop shaped. Uh, Maybe I want to. No, I don't want to do that. I do need to flatten them a little bit. All right, nothing's working. Try it. It's a little bit better.
Carl, are you saying it got quiet because the noise of My stream or people in chat being quiet? Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike. I've had some of them times as well. Yeah, I was really surprised though at this when I printed out the XYZ cube and the stringing. They're the first calibration prints I ever printed on the Railcore, and the calibration cube was like 20.02, 20.03, and 20.04. And then the stringing test had 0 stringing. Yeah, my room is loud because the Railcore right here is louder than I expected. The Sidewinder is actually quieter than I expected. Then I've got my air conditioner running.
Yeah, the Railcore is definitely louder than I expected it to be. I thought with the duet and all that fancy stuff it would be quieter, but it
Yeah.
seems as loud as my MK2. Where's my
Carl, are you printing out the test parts to have it all put together? Sean, you gonna have that thing done by Earth and take it to Earth? Yeah, I contacted the filament supplier, and shipping 72 rolls is costing $448.
You're shipping from the supplier to you?
Yeah.
Jeez. I probably could have just left this a brown ball. Let's try that again.
Yeah, let me see what where are you? Yeah, as much as that is yeah, I get along with Dave at Printed Solid. I get along with Matt from MakerBox too. I mean, there were a few months that we didn't get along, but we kissed and made up.
Cheeks. So it does have a little bit of cheeks. Maybe I should have built the base mesh before the stream. Like
Oh, it's fun.
I thought about starting this on Friday night. So all the kind of like ugly me trying to figure everything out doesn't happen on stream. But, but for me, pretty much every model starts as bad as this one is right now.
Well, you have to have a base to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a DHL account, but I got mad at them because when I was ordering Hertz, it cost $102 to ship 13 spools. If I used the DHL website, and my DHL account was supposed to have like 40% cheaper rates, but when I got a quote through my account, it was $740 for the same 13 rolls. And I'm like, guys, are you freaking serious? And they're like, let me get back to you on that. And then
It's right at the side of his
they
head.
never fixed the
You
issue.
know what? Just get rid of the eyes. It's making everything look weird.
Yeah, the corporate discount increased the price by 700%, which was stupid.
Did
Yeah,
you
printed solid probably does do bulk container shipments.
did you check on that filament that Filament Frenzy posted the other day? Looked like root beer candy.
Was that the one that you linked to me or told me about?
Yeah, well, I just linked you the company,
Right. No, I haven't yet.
not the actual filament.
Sean, that's fine with me.
It'll probably be ridiculously expensive to get, but
I don't know if they have any tables left, Sean, but it's only like $10 for a display table if you're just gonna display and not sell anything.
I almost want to give them no neck just to make it easier to print.
Might as well. I mean, because do they have necks even? Does your little one
uh,
have a neck?
I would say no. He has no neck. I only have one little, but I don't think they actually have necks.
Yeah, I don't think they have necks either. I'd put it right on his shoulders.
No, let's just get rid of that neck. Still doesn't look right. He's got big, awkward heads. Like you'll figure out when you sit down to try to model something how awkward a lot of things actually are.
Right. Sean, if you don't have them completely working by Earth, then we need to maybe I'll do one, and then between you, and Chris Galata, we can have three of them roaming around Murph next year.
That's not what I want to do.
Well, I know Chris Galata already is started on a R2D2. Maybe I can do BB-8.
What are you guys trying to do?
Oh, Sean Butler's making 3D printed R2D2, and Chris Galata is as well.
Okay.
And I could maybe do a BB-8 for Murph.
I should bring this whole thing in.
I mean, if you sanded it down and made a smooth surface all the way around, I think it'd work. Because I know there's a BB-8 model out there already for 3D printing. I think somebody does a small version of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear a C3PO costume.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm too fat for that.
I don't like that. And neither. Pretty much don't like everything I threw down on screen.
It's not looking bad.
I think I need to go up in resolution because I'm having a hard time getting the shapes that I want. And if I make it like this, his foot's just gonna be a big old bell, bell shape. Let's. It's like these things were modeled after the way we dressed back in the 90s. And then they never changed them.
Well, is he the photo of him? He looks like he's wearing knee pads, right?
Yeah, and I'll put that in a little bit later. But yeah. But he still's got these baggy pants these things wear.
Right. What is that one? A construction worker? Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's a
stop sign
construction worker and we broke his stop sign.
guy. One of the twins get to him.
No, I don't think so. Um I don't know how that one got broken, but my wife had a bunch of stuff on a shelf we had nailed to the wall in their room, and then I went and I was doing something in there and I hit my elbow on it, and then every glass piece slid down off the shelf and broke.
Oh man.
So I've got this whole box full of glass figures in there. I gotta go glue back together.
Hey Ryan. Slave girl Leia for Rosa? Yeah, I don't think Rosa would go for that.
Speaking of which, we have a Comic Con, and I won't have time to do it this year, but maybe next year. But November 3rd, and I wanted to do outfits for the twins that look like the guys from Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool because there would be little short people walking around a bunch of big grown people. I thought it'd be, I thought it would be good.
Sean, somebody already did a one scale Jabba the Hutt. It's in their basement and it's so big they can't get it out. Saw it on Community Catch Up one week. Chris, without deadlines, we never get anything done. At least I gave you till Murph. It's still over half a year away.
I got something I want to do.
Carl, they have a pretty awesome Star-Lord helmet that's 3D printable, unless you already have one. I don't know. I don't ever really pay attention to the backgrounds of people's streams. Oh, you're talking about your episodes on your White Knight builds? No, I haven't. I actually think I remember seeing that in somebody's Earth walkthrough last year. Because I wasn't at Earth last year. This will be my first Earth.
Where is Earth?
Bel Air, Maryland.
I haven't been to Maryland in forever.
I've never been to Maryland.
Lived there for 2 tours when I was a kid, so
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't Walter's stream that I saw him in, or Walter's videos.
I should have went and grabbed a couple from my mom's house. She's got these things all over the place.
My mom used to get the ones that were just the bare ceramic,
Yeah.
and then she would chalk paint them, and then
Okay.
spray them with a glaze.
So she liked to paint her own.
Yeah, my mom's crazy like that. But she gets into all this crafting stuff, and then she never finishes.
Yeah. Uh,
Neck 3D. 3D printing an 8 foot 4 inch tall Thanos blade in only 2 pieces. Yeah, I like your Thanos blade better than I like Joe Tilling's.
I haven't
Car-
seen next.
Carl, you need to organize your videos, damn it.
I don't know what's going on. Like, awesome. I'm having technical difficulties.
Ah, there he is.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Carl, what's that thing in the background that looks like a giant turbine?
He's gonna have to have a little bit of a neck.
Yeah, I agree that next Thanos blade is way better.
It was the same design, right? Or was it different designers?
I'm not really sure. But yeah, Knack, it looks like that helmet, if that's a 3D printed one, it looks like the same one I had 3D printed for one of my friends. Alkesh one printed it for me, and then he put LED lights in the eyes.
Should have just done his arm in one piece. It's kind of got, yeah.
Let's see if I can find that picture. I think I showed it the other day. One of my friend that I gave it to put a LED pink bow on top of it. Yep, there it is. Oh, it was a blue bow.
Would this be twisted back a little bit? I'm not sure how the streamers are able to do this and be entertaining at the same time. I find it a little bit difficult, but nobody's really asked too much anyway, so.
Alright, this guy emailed me. Hang on.
Dang, back transition's killing me.
So I just got a hate email from a potential customer because they went to buy something from my site this morning and they accidentally selected the delivery from UFO and was trying to do a charge for $100,000. on their bank card, and it got denied. And then their bank contacted them saying that I tried collecting $100,000 from them, and now he's mad at me because he didn't take off the $100,000 shipping.
Why was there $100,000 shipping?
um, okay, so here's the thing. I have the UFOs are free to ship, right?
Yes.
So I have this uh, UFO shipping, and for the UFOs, it makes the UFOs free. The problem is if people try to buy a UFO and then like anything else on my site, then it also makes shipping for those free
Oh,
because the stupid shipping classes don't calculate things separately.
yeah.
And so what I had to do was set it free for UFOs and then $100,000 for any other product.
I see.
And it's a joke option for anything else. But apparently they didn't realize that they selected the $100,000 shipping, and they're saying they're never going to buy from me again until I address this issue. And the issue is that you didn't pay attention to what you were doing when you were checking out. I mean, it's
System.
and immediately after I saw his failed orders come through this morning, I emailed him, and I even said, where is it? I know I emailed him this morning. Where is the email? Yeah, I emailed him this morning. I noticed you tried ordering this morning, and the shipping of the UFO was selected. But I did email him this morning and explain it to him.
Let's go ahead and
But
document system.
here's the Star-Lord mask that Alkesh one printed and painted for me. All right, Sean, have a good one. I should be here for another hour and a half. Oh wait, let me make me big for a second. Yeah, I don't know why he would okay the $100,000 one.
Like, he probably just didn't read it, honestly.
Probably didn't.
I mean, how many
Have a good one, Mike.
how many times do you click on stuff online that you don't read? You know. But usually it doesn't happen when I'm ordering things, so
Maybe I'll figure out a different way to do that. I mean, it's not like I would, really charge people $100,000. But I mean, if you're looking at it, it says UFO delivery, $100,000. Priority mail, $33 for all of this stuff. And it's like, well, I didn't try. My website tried, but is it defaulting to that option? Maybe I should.
There's no way just to block the shipping, or is there any way to block it where it doesn't do, where you can't buy a subscription and other things at the same time?
Well, like the 1 month boxes and stuff, they're not subscription, but they're still free shipping.
No.
I don't know. I gotta figure out a better option because apparently my $100,000. Yeah, I don't know why it's defaulting to the UFO delivery, but I mean, it says total $107,000. You would think not to click proceed to checkout. All right, let's see.
Yeah, but what happened, like, if you got somebody that could actually spend 100,000 on their card?
Well, I'd either be refunding some money or. Oh my goodness, my bad. I thought it'd be funny, and I didn't think anybody would actually select it.
I think my camera froze. It might come back. I'm not 100% sure.
I see you moving.
There you go. It's supposed to fix a timeout. I wonder how long I've been frozen. Anybody in chat know?
I don't know. I'm tabbed out looking at my $100,000 shipping cost. All right, guys, I'll take it off. I don't know why it's defaulting to that though.
Do I have this in the right pose? I don't think his belly's the right shape.
Oh my goodness. Once you add a zip, it defaults to first class. Yeah, maybe that's why. Son of a biscuit eater.
still not what I wanted to do.
Gray out the UFO delivery and put it as out of plutonium P-38 fuel rods.
I think this will be the first model that I actually model in pose. Get all its proportions to stop looking weird.
Alright, let's see what that does. Oops. Cart. View cut.
Strange.
I wonder if I can just. Alright, I'm doing a percentage calculation for UFO delivery now, but which still makes it more expensive than priority mail, but less than other things. Let's see, settings, shipping. Welcome back, Sean Butler.
That's a bunch of strange on the bottom.
Hey, Devin. Sean, what are you doing for your layer heights right now?
You know what?
All right, I'm just defaulting to cheapest shipping, and then it hides every other shipping method. So it hides the $100,000 UFO charge. Oh, so let me write this guy back.
Got lumps behind his head. Let's try it there. Well, let's just use deformer. Sorta.
Alrighty, that email is sent. And until I can come up with a better option, just for now, cheapest shipping is automatically selected and displayed. I never actually thought somebody would try to check out with $100,000 shipping cost.
You never know, man.
Is your computer turned on? Murphy's Law.
It's too much. Shipping.
All right. 0.24 and 0.28 with a 0.4 nozzle. Um, Sean Butler, 3D Gloop works really, really well. A little does go a long way. I will tell you, I went through two 32-ounce cans plus three 4-ounce bottles for 9 feet of the 12-foot alien. So the alien minus the UFO that he sits on.
I still have half a jar of the gloop that we got in one of the boxes way back.
The December UFO, yeah.
But I don't glue a whole lot anymore. Most of everything I've been printing's just been one shot. Although I will make the project, the hydraulic project out of this month's box after I finally get everything out and take photos.
Yeah, I was surprised at how many people were actually excited about the hydraulic robot arm and actually made it.
Yeah, it's cool. Um, I don't know why anybody would have gotten upset over that project, but
Well, it was a cheap project, so I got a hate mail
yeah,
that it wasn't worth the cost of the UFO. But I mean, I do understand, but I can't be consistently spending a ton of money every month.
yeah,
I mean, if I did not do like a cheap month one month and then a more expensive the next
hmm,
month or whatever, then basically every month I would have to do average projects, and I'd never be able to get the really cool expensive ones.
yeah.
I mean, shoot, my very first UFO, as some of you know, was just a tiny little bipedal robot with a small little gear motor.
I really do hate hard surface in ZBrush since I haven't quite figured out. In Fusion, I could have made this shape and got it the way I want it in like 2 steps.
Well, Sean, just to give you a, where is my can of gloop? I just had it when Rosa motivated me to clean. There it is. So, Sean, I went through 2 cans this size, plus I think three or four of the 4 milliliter bottles, and this one is the one that I forgot in my driveway when I went to Murph, and it's only got about that much left. Your December gloop went bad. Um, I do know of people who contacted 3D Gloop and sent them pictures of their bottle, and they replaced them because they acknowledged that their old seals were not the best. Um, So you could try to contact them. I do know it's been, what, 8 months since those went out, so I'm not sure if they'd still go for that or not. And I do know if you keep it in the refrigerator. Why does he look like a penis, Chris? Come on now.
You want me to move that up a little
No,
bit?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Um, but if you keep it in the refrigerator, it's supposed to help it last. I know I had a heck of a time down in the humidity down here. It would start drying before I even got the parts together.
Yeah, that actually does need to go up because it probably will look like a penis. It is not symmetrical. I don't know what happened there. I got this twisted out. Like it's looking back over its shoulder. If it had a shoulder.
This is a family-friendly stream. It's not a penis, you pervs. It's a xenomorph.
Let's go ahead and
Busting out.
move it up a little bit.
You pervs. Oh, Brandon, I was just saying that the Gloop guys are pretty good, and I know they were replacing people's bottles that went bad because they did acknowledge that their seals are not the best. So if you wanted to, if you still have that bottle, I want to take a picture of it and send it to them or whatever. They may or may not replace it. Yeah, Rosa's been gone for a long time for dinner. Holy cow. It's been an hour and a half, babe. Where are you?
Gotta eat.
It doesn't take no hour and a half to eat. Especially when you got 3 tater tots lugging around with you. You want to eat and get out of there quick.
No, it takes longer. It takes a whole lot longer. And he needs to be looking kind of towards it. So I might be cutting that little bit of neck that I was going to have showing off anyway. See that or this guy's going to have to come way out. Which that would look silly.
No, I think that'd be fine if you bend them.
Because they're supposed to be like looking at each other, right?
Yeah, I think his head needs to come back a little bit. You know, like he's cocking it back like this, and and looking down more. It's like going.
Yeah, something like that.
And bring it back a little bit, like towards his. Yeah,
Back,
like his.
farther away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's doing like this. I don't know if you can see me or if I'm even
Hold on, I'd have to.
insinuating it more. I'll be your model.
That'd be the model.
Right, here you go.
Hold on. Yeah, but I think I have to move his. I'll have to move his torso regardless. And this looks really strange. I should have done the face hugger one. I could see why they rejected this. Yeah,
At least it's not busting out of his crotch. Welcome back, baby girl. We were just talking about you. Sean was saying you need to make a slave Leia outfit to wear to Earth to accompany his R2D2. Catch you later, Carl.
Why is my
I mean, if you look at the reference picture, Sean, I mean, it's kind of between his chest and stomach, so.
Yeah, it's actually it would be above his stomach. I don't know where they really bust out. But no matter where I place it, it looks now that you guys have talked
I think it looks fine.
about it.
I love you, baby girl. Hey, RC. ¿Qué pasa, mamacita?
And now I gotta go look up what's that thing called that's coming out of his stomach?
A face hugger or a xenomorph, or I think it's a xenomorph. Chest burster.
Yeah, there it is. Isn't a really these aren't gonna help me because the drawing is completely different.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like in the drawing like he's got like a fin. This
Yeah, like
this line right there. Well,
what Kit was saying, I think is a good idea too. Make the angle be a little more abrupt instead of a gentle curve.
this looks
No, like have them come out and then like
out and I
and
see what you're saying.
bend more at like a 90-degree angle versus a.
Something like that.
Now he looks like Ron Jeremy, but
Let me shrink this thing down.
we won't go there.
Shrink this down a little bit. Somehow that made it look worse.
It did.
Let me just
Shut up, Chris
figure that
Galata.
out later. Figure that out off stream because it's not looking good regardless what I do to it.
Yeah, y'all are just wrong.
Or I could just do the face hugger in this pose.
Oh yeah, that link that Sean Butler just posted is perfect picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll have to put some detail in that because it'll just look weird if I leave it all cartoony. Kind of like that drawing. Like I said, I can kind of see why Precious Moments rejected this this one.
Yeah, I think once you get like the hole ripped open in his chest, it would
Yeah.
look a little less penile.
Why isn't it moving? I wonder if I should just go ahead and merge his arms back to his body.
I think you're definitely getting the pose down though. I like the how the legs are turning out. They've got that inner,
Yeah, that like
yeah.
turn knee type of deal. This is definitely kind of a weird pose for a guy, but it is what it is. I think I should have brought them closer together before I did the mirror.
Am I learning anything? I haven't even been paying attention. I was doing a bunch of other things, and then I came back and I saw a penis, and
Yeah.
we had to stop the penis.
Yeah, I was not figuring it out fast enough, and it looked really bad. Like I said, if I would have thought about that beforehand, I would have done the face hugger, but
Hey Jordan, little snake.
you know, I should have done some sort of preparation for the stream.
No, I think it's good for everybody to see the process, the whole process, for
Yeah,
those who are thinking about getting into designing models. That it's not, just a cakewalk. You got to
no, it's
start
definitely
with the basics and build.
yes. Kind of just wanna, yeah, let's. Gonna be a little weird, but
If you design cake, it's a cakewalk. Oh my
no,
goodness.
I kind of want to steal the front of this design for his back. Well, this is really just a silly way to do it, but I was saying that I could, so
No, I think that worked out good.
yeah. And I'll puff that down a little bit.
I really, 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 really need to get back into designing models. I just
That's
haven't really figured out any inspiration to what I want to model yet. But then I thought the other day that um, Final Fantasy VII remake is supposed to be coming out next year.
Yeah,
So I was thinking maybe of doing those models.
I still have to finish my Buster Sword.
Oh, that's another thing you haven't done in a while. Did
Yeah,
you lose that?
no, I have all my fusion projects,
Okay.
and like I said, that thing is 90, probably 90% done. I need to bring the hilt and the ZBrush so I can make the wrapping, and then I want to do some like kind of make it look like the rivets were hammered and things like that. But
I
no,
knew what you meant, Robert.
I'm probably losing chat again.
You'll always be cool to me, Jordan.
What's up, Mad Monkey?
Sean Butler wants you to make a Nightwing bust.
Nightwing bust. Hold on a second.
Is there no Nightwing out there yet, Sean?
That could be kind of cool.
Nightwing is like Robin 2.0.
Yeah, I was thinking it was. For some reason, I was thinking Robin, but I don't. I've heard the character. I don't know it all that well though.
Isn't Nightwing the one that Dick Grayson became after being Robin? I don't know. I haven't read actual comic books since high school. Yeah, his Joker is awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Sean Butler. So that was still my first and only finished human character.
Jordan wants to know if your cup's big enough.
No, cause I'm out.
What are you using? I've got this metal stein.
And no, Jordan, it's out, so it wasn't big enough. I'm mostly drinking the ice water.
Yeah, I usually get the 64-ounce cups.
Yeah, I'll go out to Quick Trip at lunch, and I'll get the really big one, and it'll last me the rest of the day. I know you guys don't have Quick Trips there, but they're pretty much the most awesome gas station ever.
We just started getting a lot of shoot, what are they called? I think they start with a W. Uh,
Gas station that starts, is it gas station or
well, it's a gas station slash quickie mart
yeah?
place. I think it starts with a W, but I can't remember. But they started popping up everywhere around where I live. All of a sudden. No, not Wilco. What the heck is it? Gosh darn.
It's really beat up.
Wawas.
Wawa.
called Wawa.
New one to me. Let's break this down a little further. Get rid of some of them wobbles.
Yeah, it is a weird name, but I hear they're pretty awesome. I've yet to be inside one because I go to Shell because I've got a rewards card. I always get between 5 and 20% off, or 5 and 20 cents off per gallon of gas. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's break this one down a little bit too. How many points? Not very many.
You got Sheets. I've never heard of Sheets. At least as a gas station. Like, we have this little gas station that's literally like a 30-second walk or a 2-second drive from my driveway. And back when I was a little tater tot, it used to be called Bob's Country Store. And this old man Bob owned it, would sit in his rocking chair and had a big sign about the history of Scrambletown and how it used to be a moonshining town, and when the cops came, everybody scrambled or whatever. After he died, somebody else bought it, and they renamed it to Kelly's Country Store. And they ran it into the dirt. So these this Indian family bought it, and all the racist rednecks around here stopped going to the store. And so they had to hire some racist rednecks to run it and actually, sit behind the register. But it's still owned by the same Indian family. But it's just people were jerks.
That's crazy.
And it's really weird because at the end of the road, 10 minutes away, there is another gas station that has been ran by Indians for as long as I can remember, since I was a teenager. And everybody stops in there. The rednecks don't give them a hard time, so I could never understand it. I don't understand the racism in this country anymore.
It's weird. It's usually it's not where you expect it. Because I live in Oklahoma, like the reddest state, and you'd think that we would run into it a lot more often than we do here, but not really. And Jordan, no, uh, this will not be a support-free model. Unless I do
No
something
support.
like cut his arms off, but even then with the head hanging out like that, I can't do a Joker trick where I tilt them back either. I might be able to after I say that. I could make his shoes part of the base and tilt them back like in here, but then you're gonna have these little tiny contact points to the bed.
Godzilla down! Godzilla down!
uh, all right, let's make some. Go ahead and make some knee pads or something.
Shut up, Sean. Sean wants to see more penis.
No, we're done with that until I figure that out. Oh,
Hey, Greg. Yeah, you missed the real awkward time earlier.
shit.
Well, you don't have to use the keyboard commands. They just make things faster if you start remembering them all.
In ZBrush, is my keyboard? No, it's not showing up, is it?
You were going through recent makes on Thingiverse. I believe it, Sean. I believe it. Oh, excuse me. Neres will be the first to tell you that he's printed quite a few of those.
All right, maybe I can do it now.
3D print your own bullet. All right, back to family friendly guys. No more penis or dildos.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the guys are at Proto. Alex and Keith are awesome dudes, but I think the stainless steel is pretty expensive, and I'm not sure they would. I don't know what their policies are for donations and stuff, and supporting builds. I know Carl tried to go through them to do the War Red, Knights War Red, and I think they turned him down. Well, Sean, if you get a one of the nozzles from Slice Engineering through my website, by the way, their lifetime guarantee against abrasion. The only thing I know about the Nozzle X is that Chris Warkaki had nothing but bad things to say about him a few months back. And Something about them being oval instead of round, or rough edged, or something. But other people stood up and said, "Oh, these are great nozzles," and blah blah blah. So I don't know. I do know, and I've never used one, so I can't say good or bad. I do know though that fanboys will stick up for a company that they're a fan of, um, more than they will give an honest review of something.
That is true.
And that is one thing I like about Chris Warcockey's reviews, is that he says what's on his mind. He says what he thinks, and he doesn't care about what any other company thinks about him. Which is why he buys everything that he reviews versus taking anything for free. I don't always agree with how he says certain things, and I've told him that, but I do respect his opinion, and the amount of time he does put into things to review them.
Yeah, he went really in depth with all those nozzles and things like that. Like it was more than just that one. He did every company that he could find.
Right, that had a hardened nozzle.
Yeah.
Like if companies would actually send me stuff to review, I would be a completely impartial reviewer. Um, where I'm at right now with my company, I refuse to show favoritism. Like somebody asked me what's my favorite build surface,
Yeah.
and I straight up told them, well, I've tried TH3D, I've broke it. I've tried Wham, I've broke it. I've tried Build Tech, I've broke it. They all have their pluses and minuses. They all serve their purpose, and I break everything at least once. I cannot be impartial to that. I mean, I guess that is impartial, but I mean, I can't show favoritism towards any one company. You're addicted to creamy spinach dip. Don't eat too much, babe. You're gonna make yourself sick.
That stuff is good.
It is really good, but she's lactose
And
intolerant, and
oh,
she eats a one piece of shredded cheese on her eggs, and she's not feeling good.
yeah.
Lightspeed, why do you think Chris Warcockey's far from impartial?
I feel like they should be thicker than that.
Well, I because he, for the longest time, he was mostly a Prusa video person. I didn't watch a lot of his videos because I don't own a Prusa.
Why are they doing that?
But I know I've seen his reviews on the nozzles that he did and the things that he said, and like I said, while I don't always agree with how he says certain things, the information he puts out is the stuff that I've seen has been impartial. And he, like, when he was testing nozzles and stuff, he like used scientific devices to review them, not just, oh, I printed with this and it worked good or didn't work. I mean, he's still the organizer of I mean, and that's true too, Chris Galata. It's, you have to see things for yourself. Your experience may differ. It's just like oh, it's just like last night streams when we were on Mr. Buttram's community chat or maker chat. Um, some people have had awesome experiences with the MMU2, and other people have the absolute worst experience with it. Colin, he's had every single possible problem you could possibly have on a Prusa. And yet other people, they get them and they work perfectly fine.
I have to go back to my one leg.
And some people can't get a Brit stick. Hairspray on spring steel. Unless you have really heavy overlay hangs, because yeah, my fifth fail of that part happened last night, even with the raft.
I don't know why I'm doing that.
Colin does cause a lot of his own problems, but it's hilarious. He's like the comic relief.
All right. It's not supposed to make the mesh until after I tell it to, but it's doing it anyway. And the wraparound
Yeah,
function isn't working either.
I don't even know what you're doing right now.
I'm fighting a brush that doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to. Alright. Let's do it a different way. I really don't want to do it this way because I could have kept it the bands even.
Right.
Easier the other way. Sit back and let it do its thing. uh, with PETG on the Prusa, just spray your bed with Windex before you print PETG. Or wipe it with Windex, don't spray it. and it will keep the PETG from sticking super hard to the.
And Sean, I that's why you stick with me. My product sucks, but I am involved with the community, so you stick by me. So I appreciate it. No, I'm proud of my UFOs, even in the months that they're not the greatest.
Let me
Which is
get that
which
too.
is one thing I'm glad I started streaming, because you guys are seeing the stuff I actually go through in order to try to get the boxes out to you guys on time and stuff.
Yeah, the behind the scenes. I count one, two, three. I drew that out the way.
Yes, thank you, babe, for helping push me, motivating me, and forcing me to do things. I always give her shit. She's like, forces you. Well, I think on the actual photo, it looks like he's wearing leg plate armor with wraps, and then also knee pads. So I think that's what he's making now, is
Yes.
the armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the knee pads before I have to go.
Well, you got 24 minutes.
Oh, well, I might as well just sit here for the next 24 minutes. I
Free best assistant manager ever.
I can't believe it's been
I
3
know
hours.
these 3 hours fly by, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like during the week when I do my unscheduled streams, is I usually start around 6 or 7, and
Uh-huh.
then next thing I know, it's like 11 o'clock midnight,
Yeah.
and I've been having to force myself to stop streaming when Rosa goes to bed. Otherwise, I end up all night and I sleep in too late and don't get squat done.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and I haven't even been paying attention to chat all too much. For some reason, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to. I don't know if I ever do plan on streaming on my own, if I'm actually gonna be able to do it because I can't pay
Well,
attention to chat.
here's the thing. If you do start streaming, have a couple mods, so
Yeah.
you can do your thing, and if somebody does have a question or say something to you, they can bring it up to you and let you know.
Yeah.
Um, like if I ever get like more than 18 viewers at a time actually in here chatting, um, but I mean I hardly ever do anything on my streams except talk to the people in chat.
Yeah.
Yesterday I put the mosquito hot end on, and it literally took me like less than 5 minutes, and after that I'm like, okay, let's talk.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't know how the other guys do it.
Basically, I mean, the people like I hear yesterday, Angus, his chat was just, there were so many people in there you couldn't keep up with the chat.
Yeah.
um
I caught the end of that right as he was logging off, and he seemed like he was worn out.
I bet.
I couldn't even imagine.
um
And
but
I think,
yeah, it's just you have mods, so especially for somebody who's going to be modeling while you're streaming, if that's what you're choosing to do, you can't pay attention to chat the whole time.
yeah,
So what I suggest is get on here with your a mod, um, either on Discord so you can hear them, or in Streamlat or StreamYard, have your mod in here too. Because I also notice, and I do it too, like when I'm gaming and streaming, if somebody's not talking to me, I get lost and focused in the game and I stop talking to the people in chat.
Yeah, that
So,
happens.
yeah, so when you stream, maybe have somebody on StreamYards with you, just to have somebody to talk to, and they can bring you into the chat when somebody posts something.
Yeah.
Bring your attention to it.
You know, I don't know. It's not terrible for 3 hours. I got most of the block out done.
No, I think you made a lot of progress. I mean, is you're already starting on the detail after doing the basically the what do you call it, the paper dowel.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. It'll still probably take me another 6 hours or so to finish this thing up.
Well,
To
I
get all
can't
the
wait to
little
see it.
details right.
Just make sure it doesn't look like a penis.
Yeah. If it looks like a penis, it'll go to. I'll morph them into the face hugger one. If I cannot figure it out, it will become the face hugger one, which would be easier on supports. I mean, at that, I might just do that. Period. Because at that,
Do the face hugger.
yeah, because at the arm angles, I could just chop off the arms. You could print them separate, and it might be supportless. Because the face hugger actually covers this area,
Right.
which would help kind of make its own support.
Yeah, and you don't have to deal with the details of the face either.
Yeah, not that there's many details. I mean, it's even though my eye placement earlier looks horrible, and they're probably just
But it's
way out of
basically the
place.
same body, just the arms are down.
Yeah,
So.
yes, the arms are down, and the head would be kind of tilted back a little bit. But I still want to make that one. I just don't know that that's ever going to look right. It looks right here, but in a 3D
Yeah,
model, it kind of looks a little suspect.
especially when you curved it up and it was a little out of place.
Yeah.
No, you've come a long way though since you started.
Yeah, I do kind of want to fix this before I
It's
go.
like when I was watching Garrett design the Alien 3D logo. It's
Yeah.
like when he first started modeling it out, I was like, I'm not sure this is gonna look very good. But by the time he was done, it was.
Well,
I
that's
love it.
fine. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of always starts out a little weird. Um, and that's, I don't know if you've heard me or seen me talk about Shane Olson before, but he'll say the same thing. And he's got a term calling it the models or the start of a model getting stuck in the valley of the suck. Uh, and they all go through that. Every one of them.
Right.
Even his models, you'd be like, man, I'm watching this guy, and then by the time he's all done with it, it looks amazing. So, actually, that looks a little better all anyway. Okay, so I will be switching to the you give the best hugs, and I might
the
go ahead.
other the other one too, even though it would absolutely need supports, it
Yeah,
looks cute as heck.
and I might try to make the drooler. If I could figure out how to, like, I could split it off right now and keep this as a base mesh and come back to him later if I can figure it
Right.
out. So, how much time do we got left?
16 minutes. So if you want to just chillax and stop modeling, go for it. Or if you want to show off your twins to the, because I know Rosa would absolutely get a kick out of that.
Yeah, they are. Well, I don't have any photos on my phone because it's brand new.
She's babysitting twin boys right now.
Oh yeah, and they are out in the living room screaming because I can hear them. So it must be they must be eating because that's usually when they're throwing the biggest fit. So did we have any questions that I missed?
No, nobody was really asking anything. They're just watching, and a few people said that it's very educational watching uh, the process.
Yeah. I put a screen. I don't think it Streamlabs or StreamYard captured it, but I went ahead and got the where you could see what keys I was pressing, but it didn't come up on your stream.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it. How old are your twins?
They are 3, almost 4. They're 4 in October. So, yeah, 4 years old. They should start school next year, but because of the delay, I don't think they will start until they're probably 5.
Greg wants to know if ZBrush is similar to Blender. Old Blender, I'd say no. New Blender, I haven't seen yet.
Um, no, ZBrush is well, ZBrush and Blender's sculpting is probably a lot alike, but Blender or ZBrush is like totally its own animal. Like it can handle so many millions of points and not slow even not slow your system down. Uh, and I think Blender is more towards the traditional poly modeling,
Uh huh.
but they do have a sculpting environment, and I watched some videos on it, and it looks way more confusing than this.
Devin, I'm printing my maker coins for Earth.
Sean Butler, you can find me on my mini factory under Inspire 3D. Uh, but I don't really have them everything up yet. I've been
Yeah,
slacking on actually uploading.
if you look in the description, I've got a link to Chris's Twitter, and you should be able to find all this stuff through his Twitter. Yeah, Emmy just turned 5 in May,
Okay.
and starts kindergarten in 2 days.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Looking forward to that, and I think it would help getting the kids out of the house a little bit for my wife during the day, because it's like all day, every day she's with them.
Right, right.
And it's hard for us to even get away. Even we went out for dinner, birthday party at Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was still the twins 100% couldn't get away, even with other people there, you know.
Right.
So
You don't have babysitters?
no, no, my wife is very protective.
Gotcha.
We have not ventured out and let anybody babysit our kids outside of my mom. So
Yeah, Rosa, the only person she lets watch Emmy is her sister.
yeah, and I would let my sister watch, but um, she lives about an hour away, so that's a little difficult as well. It's weird watching this without sound. I'm trying to watch both because the chat's over here. This one's more live. Straight laughs. There's a big old delay on
Yeah, yeah. I don't
YouTube.
want watch. I don't have the YouTube thing pulled up. I pull up the page and then I pop out chat and then I close the page and then I put chat up on my TV.
Yeah. And we still got 16 people in here.
Yeah, there's 16 people who actually stuck around enough to put up with our craziness. It's like it's weird. I have people during the day, and I don't know if Viking is still here or not, lurking.
Okay.
But he's one of them, and RC every once in a while. They'll just randomly ask me, "Are you streaming today?" And I used to stream on Twitch, and I used to post that I was streaming on Twitch, and nobody would show up.
Yeah.
It would just be me and Rosa, and then every once in a while somebody would show up, but then they leave. But since I started streaming on YouTube, it's like people actually want to just chill and hang out.
Yeah. Well, I don't get Twitch notifications on my phone anymore.
Hey
So,
Vince.
but 90% of the time I will get a YouTube notification.
Yeah,
So,
I try to remember to post to Twitter when I
yeah.
go live. I think I forgot yesterday,
Yeah.
but
And I don't really like watching Twitch because it does not perform as well as YouTube, even though YouTube has a bigger um, lag.
right.
Especially for something. I mean, I guess this is fine, but it's never ran well on my phones or my computers.
Who, Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch is always laggy.
So
Has
I prefer
issues.
YouTube, but I do wish they could get rid of like the 30-second lag that's going on.
Well, that's also because we're using StreamYard, so we're not uploading directly to YouTube. So we're uploading to StreamYard, and then StreamYard's
Yeah.
uploading to YouTube. So it's got the double travel, and so it adds some lag. But that's why I don't even pay attention to the YouTube uh, video.
Yeah.
And chat is definitely because I think you said you couldn't see the live chat in StreamYard.
Yeah. I think that's
Um,
just for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as the admin, I can actually see the YouTube chat as well in
Okay.
StreamYard, but it's lagged compared to
The
the live
actual,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Johnson, have you been lurking? Either that, or I just missed you coming in earlier, in which I apologize.
So if we do it next time, we'll try to maybe try to get, I don't even care, whoever, whatever other modeler we could get. I might
Yeah, I
be
dropped
able to
the
put
ball on
better.
that because I planned on asking a couple people, but it's been a pretty crazy week for me.
Yeah.
Um, Rose has been forcing me to clean, and I mean motivating me to clean, and I've been trying to get this thing done, and I had to redesign a bunch of parts a few times and print them and test them and print them and test them. Um, I can actually say I have every single filament already in. I have the accessory already in, and the project parts should arrive this week.
Awesome.
And the boxes are already here, as you guys saw. I folded half of them the other day. I still have another half. The goodie going in the UFO is already here.
Yeah.
Um, the there's a sticker and a pin. Um, I think people will like this. Will like this month's box.
That's cool. Yeah, and I will be talking about last month's box here shortly over the next couple days.
Oh, and I figured out why it says yours hadn't been delivered yet. It was actually for this month's.
Okay.
I was using your order as an experiment for the cards that I'm
Okay.
selling now. So for people get like 6 months or 12 months at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
Because basically what it does is it creates a gift card coupon that you can use, and the subscriptions are supposed to automatically withdraw from it. And
Okay.
so I was using yours to test. So I basically had 2 orders for you last month. So the one that's showing not delivered is actually for this month. So I hope the postage doesn't expire.
No, this should be fine, I think. So I will probably do some solo streams on my own. Um, I did make an Inspire 3D YouTube. I just haven't posted links to it anywhere. And then I will probably go on Chris Warkaki's stream, but I want to be a little bit more confident, a little bit more talkative when I do that because his can get pretty large
Yeah, he gets a lot
depending
of
on
views.
what time.
Are you ever? Because I know when Chris Warkaki first posted about my UFO, you had gotten excited and excited when he liked some of your posts and stuff. So
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you are you more comfortable with that?
Oh yeah, that aspect definitely. Um, you know, he runs a big uh a really large Facebook group and so it's nice when you somebody involved with something so big notices you,
Right.
you know.
Devin, I am aiming for next Monday, September 1st. Um, my biggest holdup this month was redesigning this gosh darn machine, um, which has given me some troubles. But if for those who weren't here earlier, I have the counter set up. Um, I'm sure y'all don't want to see my crotch, even though Sean really wanted to see xenomorph penis.
Oh yeah, I did see that meme you made yesterday.
But I mean, it's working. I can control the speed. So far, it is not stripping. Oh, I thought I can control the speed. Why is it not turning? Did the power come off again? Oh, power came off again. Okay, I really need to get better clips for that. But I have the counter up. You guys can't see it, but you see the incremental counter there, and I just have to measure, run a 20-meter sample through, make sure I have the measurements and the rotations correct. I have an end cap right here that just finished printing that I got to put on it, and as you can see, it hit 56 and it stopped. These things I already have printed over here. I just need to mount them. I didn't have time before this stream started. And but I've got Bowden tubes set up here. I'm gonna cut them probably right there. Make them only a couple inches long, but that's so I can feed the filament through, and it can be lined up with the spool, so it's not jumping walls. Um, so I think everything should be fine. I'm gonna try to do 10 at once. If I have troubles with it, because I was having troubles with the center of this hub stripping. So I reprinted it so that it actually, let me bring the camera down closer. The bolt is actually inset into the hub now, and I printed around it, um, so that as the nut spins, it spins the hub as well. Um, Potential problem with that is that because of the direction that it spins and the direction that the nut goes in, it could unscrew. But I put some blue Loctite on it, and it is drying. Well, it should be dry by now, but I'm going to let it set overnight before I put any pressure on it at all. Um, and I think we're going to be okay. If I have any problems, then I'll just do one sample at a time just to get them out this month, and then I'm sure RC will work with me to solve any problems.
It's looking good, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna speed things up, because I was doing 45 samples an hour previously. I think I should be able to bump up to at least 200 an hour,
Right.
by my calculations. So we'll actually see um, how that goes, because obviously there's going to be time uh, putting the zip strips on, taking it off, zip stripping the next one, taking it off and stuff. But I think it'll work out good. How hard is it to get the rolls off? It shouldn't. Yeah, they should just slide off. One thing I have to do because of this thing, I can't, just lift them up because it's got a bar all the way through. I've got to keep. Oh, you guys can't freaking see me. But I've still got to design something for a better quick release for this. But for now, I'm just using a hex wrench. But I have to loosen this bolt. And before I had it set up to where I only have to do it once, but I think I tightened it when I was playing it. So I got to drop that down, and then I can take this completely off, and then all the rolls just slide right off um, fairly easily. I mean, they stick a little bit. I may sand it down a little more, um, but I mean, they're not bad.
So do they have grooves on it so you can zip tie them and
Yeah, I've
get it
got
in?
I've got a
Okay. Yeah,
channel in there, and that's the same design I had on the other one, so it should work good. It worked fine.
that's cool.
Um, so,
What about expandability? How can you?
well, with the limitations of the width of this, 10 is the most I could put on.
Right.
Um, but but yeah, I should probably sand this down, the core down a little more, because as you can see, there's a little bit of stickage, but it's not too bad. And then all these are permanently glued, and then I've got some support in there for the channels. So I mean, it's not a perfect system by far, but it is a better system that I had than what I had before.
Yeah.
um, Greg, that's theoretically something I could do, and something I've thought about doing, because actually they'd be more useful. Instead of cutting a zip strip, people could go ahead and use them either for the samples or for even other filament spools. Um, the problem is it won't hold the samples together, and I would be afraid that the samples would unspool. Yeah, but even if I put one on the start and one on the end, um, it's still the whole dealing with the whole rest of the coil being free to move. It'd have to be almost like a snap that snaps onto the end, wraps around, and then snaps onto the beginning. So then it just becomes, might as well do a zip strip. The bags theoretically hold them in place. I guess. I mean, I could experiment some more. I don't know. I'm always thinking of different things. Uh, I kind of really want to. Is she already asleep, babe? Aw. I didn't get to tell her night night. You such a little cutie. How do I hold the start end of the spool? It's actually, let me just show you. There is a all right, I went all the way around, didn't I? Okay. There's a hole right here. And I'm not even showing you guys because you're out the gosh darn camera again. But anyways, there's holes that I push the filament through.
Okay.
And it holds it. And then I had that on turbo speed. Um, but it holds on to it as it pulls. And something just flew off. I don't know where it flew off from. So now I gotta find and see where whatever flew off. Hopefully, was not an integral part. Oh, that's what flew off. Okay, never mind. Should be all right. Yeah, I really got to figure out a better way to tighten and loosen that nut, though. Yeah, it was on turbo mode at the start. I forgot to turn it down. But Buzz, did you not hear me comment, babe? I saw the picture. I was sad because I didn't get to tell her night night. I had a big old cheese smile and everything. I didn't get to tell her night night though.
All right, Josh, I'm gonna have to jump off of here.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that it went past 9 o'clock. Sorry,
Yeah.
everybody. Um, tell your wife I said hey,
All right.
and
Thanks.
I don't think your tater tots have any clue who I freaking am. So, um,
Not
but
yet, but they hardly know who anybody is right now, anyway. So
yeah. So all right, have a good one, man. I appreciate you coming by and spending your night with me.
yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll get this thing up and hopefully get it posted where people could download it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see it.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Later, everybody.
And everybody, Chris's link to his Twitter is in the description. Go follow him. And Chris, go put your YouTube link up if you haven't already, so people can go follow it.
Yeah, I'll get all my links attached to my Twitter probably tomorrow or so.
All right,
All right. Later, guys.
later. And to everybody else, thank you so much for sticking with me tonight, and it was awesome. I really, really, really need to get into making my own models because I have ideas. I just don't have time. And oh, there's Viking. After I was mentioning them earlier. I guess Sholm and Ron are streaming, so if you guys want to go catch some more streams. But again, thank you for another night of Alien After Dark. I will more than likely see you guys tomorrow for a random stream. Thanks again, and love you, Rosa. Oh, what Viking? I mentioned you earlier about whether you were trolling again. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank my mods. Thank my fans. Thank my subscribers. Love you, babe. Peace out.